This is the Indie World Showcase. This is my discussion of it, and today is St. Patrick's Day, March 17th, 2020. Before I get started with the video, I just want to say some of these games I'm going to do separate videos on, showing some footage off of each of the separate ones. So let's get started. And if you enjoy my content, please hit the subscribe button, like button, also share with your friends who don't mind. Also, please comment, ask me a question, or comment in general. I'll do my best to answer them. Also, if you don't mind, hit the notification bell down below, and you will be notified when I go live or upload another video. Alright, first game is called Blue Fire. It's going to be released summer of this year, 2020. It's an action-adventure platformer. It looked awesome. That's definitely one of the games I want to do a separate video on. Next game, Baldo. I can't remember if that's how you pronounce it or not, but I'm going to pronounce it Baldo. B-A-L-D-O. Baldo, maybe? Coming out summer of this year, and it's an open world RPG. In this game, the graphics of it looked a lot like Ni no Kuni. It was very, very colorful, very cartoony looking. It looked really beautiful. It looked like it'd be really, really fun. Definitely want to do a video on that. This one, I Am Dead. That's the title of the game. What? It looks like a third-person point of view game, and it's a puzzler, and it's coming out this year. Bio Interstellar Bark is the name of the game. It's coming out late 2020 of this year. It's a side-scrolling space shooter. That's what I'm calling it, because you're like, it's the graphics are very, very cartoony looking, and you're like in a spaceship, and you're like going side to side or up and down, and you're shooting and avoiding objects and stuff like that. Next is Freakpocalypse, and it's coming out this year, this summer, and it looked like a side scroller, and I'm not sure exactly what else it could be. Very, very cartoony. I don't know, I have to see more on it. I'm just not so sure about it. Something about zombies or something, because when the person came up, the creator of the game came up and he was talking about the game. This cartoon zombie he was talking to, and towards the end of the zombie jumped at him to take him out. So, okay. Let's see. Allergies. Next game is Summer in Maria. This one looked really good as well. It's coming out spring of this year, and it looks like it's an action-adventure platformer. I'm not sure if there's actually any weapons being used in the game. It might be something like, what was that game that got released? It was called, I can't think of it now. Something Cloud. I can't remember the title of the game right now. I know it came out on Switch. But this game reminds me of that one. It looks like it's laid back. Looks like you may be doing some farming or something like that. But the game looks good though. It looks really good. I definitely want to check it out. Next is Quantum League, which comes out late 2020, the end of this year. And it's an online shooter. I thought it was going to look like it was maybe play like Overwatch, but it looks like it's going to be something a little bit different. I mean, you can play like it's going to be Overwatch, but then you could pull back the camera and see the full character. So, it's online shooter, but I don't know. Not for me, or not really not for me. Next game is The Good Life, and it's coming out this year, and this one also looks pretty good. It looks like it's an open world, possibly. You can ride on sheep, play as a dog or a cat, and also a girl. And very, very colorful as well, and it just looks like a very, very relaxing game to play as well. I'd like to see some more on that one also. Next game is another good looking game also, called The Last Campfire. It's coming out summer of this year, and it's an action adventure platformer and puzzler. It was very, very colorful. There's another game that got released on Switch. I believe it was this year. I can't think of it right now. I know when it got re-released, it was the definitive edition. I am so terrible at this video right now. I can see the game playing in my head, the game that I'm thinking about, what this game looks like. But like I said, I'm going to do separate videos on some of these games, and this is one of them as well. But yeah, that game looks good. Next game is Pixel Junk 2. Definitely not for me. What happened to the first Pixel Junk? And this is coming out summer of this year. Next is, I don't know if I can pronounce this or not. Faeria, I don't know. It's a card game. It's Faeria is the title of the game. It's coming out March of this year, and like I said, it's a card game. Not for me, but I know a lot of people love card games. It's just not for me. Next game is Eldest Souls. It comes out this summer, and it's a Diablo style game, so where it's top down. It's like a dungeon crawler. I guess that's what you can also call it. Just some of those games look fun, but it's just, I don't know, it's just not for me, but some of them do look fun though. Next is Blair Witch, which has been out before on other platforms. It's a third-person horror game. Also, I think it might be a survival game, where you're trying to survive, not necessarily fight off enemies, but just survive. That's what it looks like to me. It's coming out summer of this year. Next is Ghost of a Tale. This game looked very fascinating to me. They only showed just a little bit of footage of it, not much at all. But you play as a rat. It looks like he had weapons. It also looked like he had a backpack on his back. And you were fighting off other rats, maybe like they were evil, I guess. And it's an action-adventure platformer. It was very, very colorful. It looked really good for a indie game. And like I've said before in other videos, some of the indie games looks like they could be AAA title games, and this one looks like it could be one of those. It just looks really good. Definitely want to check that out. And did I say that's coming out spring 2020? If I did, I said it again. Next is Sky, and it's coming out summer this year. It's an action-adventure platformer, and it looks like you play as a character that looks like a cross between a human and an owl. It's definitely not Owlboy for sure. Good game though. But you're playing like this owl-like character, and you're flying around, and it looks kind of opened up. May not necessarily be an like an open world action adventure platformer, but it looks beautiful. Definitely want to check that out as well. Next is Skyrocket, and it's available today, and it's a side scroller. It just doesn't really interest me. This next game, I think it got announced at another indie showcase or something. I do remember this. Super Liminal. Maybe pronouncing it wrong. It's Super, and then it's Liminal, all one word, no spacing. It's coming out this summer, and I just wrote down some notes saying it looks like, to me, a strange puzzle game in third person. Like not really necessarily a psycho, but a person that is thinking some strange thoughts, and it's just a strange puzzler to me. Next is Wingspan. Didn't really interest me all that much, but it's coming out spring 2020. Next is Dicey Dungeons. I don't remember exactly what that was and when it was supposed to come out. It was supposed to be coming out this year for sure. I just forgot. Darn. Next is Bounty Battle, which will be released this summer. Side-scroller action-adventure platformer. It actually looks really good. Looks like maybe you had some kind of sword and you were taking out enemies, and looked pretty good. Next is Moving Out. And the gameplay of it, at first, when they were showing off footage of it, the gameplay of it reminded me of Frogger, except you're taking furniture and you're moving across the street and you're dodging objects, and then it turned into a different type of game, like a co-op style game where you can play with friends, and it looked interesting, and it's coming out April 28th, so next month. Last game, Exit the Gungeon. Not dungeon, Gungeon. And it's available today, and it may even be available right now, because I'm getting this, got to this video very, very late. So, alright. Finally got the video. Did my discussion of it. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much. Alright, bye.